Hey, good morning. So I'm heading up to the road to get my internet working again. We've had a lot of gloomy days here lately, just several in a row, and the days we're almost at the shortest days of the year right now, very close to the shortest day of the year. So just not enough sunlight to keep the solar panels charging the batteries, and they've finally gone dead. So I've got a little solution I'm going to show you just a second here as we pull up to the panels, and I'll catch up on how I'm going to handle this. So anyway, I figured I would update you on this. The solar panels though have been working really well. Been very pleased with how the internet setup's been phenomenal, especially at $39. I mean, just a flat $39 a month for a 200 meg plan. So it's been great. We've been able to stream on multiple computers and have Zoom meetings and do all the things we needed to do without any issues. And TVs run, Roku's run, streaming internet. So it's been great, but it's down right now. So we're gonna I'll show you my solution. I'm gonna hook it up and we'll see how it works. All right, so I just need to get this thing opened up. Put that down there. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I had this on here before or not, but this is a high voltage lightning strike. Anything over 50 volts that comes through this, there's like a little bit of a fuse inside there that will disengage and automatically redirect everything through the ground, which is a six gauge copper ground here. So just a little extra protection in case the pole out there is to get hit out by the road, or if for some reason this thing gets hit up at the top. There's the little wire up at the top, the little lightning strike spike. And here's our system, which shows it's dropped down to 23 volts. And I think once it gets, it's surprising it shut off already. But I don't see any lights on the modem. And let's see what happens if we hit the power. Oh. Well, I'll still show you what my solution was anyway, since I've already taken it this far, and I'll talk you through it a little bit. So these are 12 volt batteries, so I would take these out. Actually I just disconnect. I have disconnects on these, and then I'll separate the because I need a 24 volt system total for the nano beam up there, the little mini dish up there. And well, yeah, see, it's dropping back down to 20. Maybe it will shut off. I can't remember what the cutoff is. When it gets below a certain voltage, it'll shut off automatically, and that's what happens. And so anyway, the plan is to pull these out, and then I have a pack that I can put in here temporarily that will probably go for about 12 to 15 hours, I think. So this is a little tiny thing. I mean, you can see how small it is. It's much smaller than these big batteries, but of course it's not. It's a lithium ion, and it's a inverter. So I can either run off the 12 volt port, or I can run off of the normal 120 AC ports. And this thing goes for quite a while. I haven't really fully tested it, so this would be a good test today. But right now, I may leave this for a little while and then check on it again later. The thing's working, so it may be. In fact, let me see what we've got for amperage coming in. Okay, yeah, 0 amps. If you can see right up here that's the incoming power right there. The charge current is 0, so we're just getting nothing right now on this really cloudy, yucky day. Not even ultraviolet coming through. But our out, what we put out is so tiny. It says 0. It's below. It's 0.07 or below amperage is drawing. So I'm going to leave this going for now. Temperature has been nice. We even came out here when it was, I think we came out here, my daughter and I came out, it was, I can't remember what it was outside, like 30 degrees. It was just below, or maybe just a little above that, maybe 35, just a little above freezing, I think. When we opened this thing up, because I never engaged the heaters, I built in a heater system, and I don't know if you can see down inside there, but there's little heater radiators that run off of 12 volt that put off a ton of heat. But I never engaged those because I have to, you know, switch it over from summer to winter mode for the thermostat. So the fans, you know, obviously run in the summer, which they definitely did this summer. We heard them a lot. But in the wintertime, it can switch to heat. Well, I haven't needed it. When I opened up the door, it said it was 55 degrees in there. So evidently just the warmth of the modem itself has been keeping this box plenty warm in the wintertime. So, which is nice because it's not drawing any extra power off the batteries, which is limited, you know, because of the limited sunshine. That and I made the mistake of building this thing a little too close to the trees. So I don't get sunlight here now. The panel doesn't even get covered till almost 2 in the afternoon, and then it's dark by 5:30. So I didn't plan this well. I was going for discreet. I wanted to try to keep it out of the way and kind of keep it hidden up against the trees. And when I put it in the ground, the sun was hitting this at 10 in the morning. Now it's not. So anyway, you learn a few things, but always learning, right? So I just wanted to show you what I was doing with this, and it's a pretty cool little unit. Reasons I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe good today I got a chance to try it out and show you all too, so you could see what kind of solution I came up with. But it looks like it's running really well right now. And that's a really quick TWC project, but I thought I'd give you an update because this is a pretty cool setup. I've been really impressed and actually honestly a little bit surprised that it all worked. I mean, there's just a lot of complicated stuff going on in here, and a lot of factors. I had no experience with solar, didn't know much about running off of batteries, other than some, you know, basic electronic knowledge that I have still. My knowledge is probably a little bit limited with that, but probably more than maybe the average person, but still, I got it working and it's turned out great. I've been really happy with it. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. All right, so I'm back at the solar panel modem, and this has just been a gloomy, dark day. And the batteries, I mean, it held up for a while. I kept checking it for about 4 or 5 hours. They were working fine, but I've taken them out now, and I've put in the inverter. I'm going to take the batteries up to the house and put them on the regular car charger and fully charge them tonight. Hopefully this will run overnight and then and be fine. And then I'll put the batteries back in the morning. Maybe we'll have some tomorrow. But if not, they'll be fully charged and they should go probably a couple more days, even without sun. So anyway, I thought I'd show you a little bit of a mess. I kind of just jammed it all in here, but I wanted to be able to close it back up again so that it stayed watertight. And obviously the solar part's unhooked at the moment, and the inverter's doing all the work with the AC hookup. So hopefully I can gently close this without pinching it. Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, no problem. So we're good to go. Hopefully that'll last. Well, we'll see. It's 4:30 now, so p.m. So we'll see. It's 4:30 now, so we'll see tomorrow morning if it's still running when I come back, and hopefully also have both the batteries fully charged by then. So that's it. Hopefully it works. Hey, good morning. So I'm back here at the solar panel internet box, and I had hooked up my inverter as a temporary fix because obviously with the horribly cloudy and overcast days for too many days in a row, very little sunlight hitting the panels. In fact, it's 10 in the morning now. It's not even close. The sun's way over here behind the trees. I had to go with the solution. Here, I'll show you what that solution is. To put this inverter in place, and I took the 2 batteries up to the house and put them on a regular battery charger, car charger, so that I could get them back up to full charge. In the meantime, this guy did a great job. I hooked it up at 4:30 last night, and it ran through the night until about 9 this morning, 8:30 or 9. It died finally. I could tell because all of a sudden my Amazon Music stopped streaming, and so I knew it was dead at that point. So I'll pull that out of there and put the batteries back in, but I wanted to show you, also tell you a little bit more about this thing, because I got it to use for other things as well, but it was meant to be a plan B for this unit. So my backup plan, which worked really well, and it's a 300 watt unit with 350 peak. And usually these little battery AC inverters, so that you can use regular household appliance stuff on them, they usually go for about $100 a watt. I bought this because I figured it was worth it. It was, I think, $169 instead of $300, which everything else that compared to it on numbers wise, I mean, maybe it's not as good as some of those others, but for me, I felt like it was worth taking the chance and spending the money on it, because I can use it for a lot of different things when I need it, but also perfect for this. It actually worked really well and lasted 12 plus, it lasted about 14 hours. So that's kind of what I guessed originally. And so anyway, pretty cool. I'm gonna hook the batteries back up, and then we'll wrap this up, because it's worked out really well. All right, well, that's about it for today. I just wanted to show you how that worked. I was due to do an update on this unit anyway. It's been working really, really well. It's the first time I've had a real problem with it, and so I'm glad I have that solution, and the battery's charged up easily. If it were to persist, I did more than once or twice in the wintertime, I may end up putting another cabinet here similar to this one with 2 more big batteries in it to double the life, or I may end up having to completely transplant this thing away from the trees, since it's too close. All right, so anyway, I thought it'd be good to show you how this thing's working, and I've been really, really happy with it. I think the only big mistake I made was putting it so close to the trees. In fact, you can see the sun over here, and it's 10 in the morning. Now, when I put it in the ground in March or April, the sun was fully hitting this panel at 10 in the morning, so I thought it would be fine, but I miscalculated. So, might have to physically move this whole thing out into a sunny area, but there aren't a lot of areas without putting it in a really ugly spot or closer to the road, which I don't really want to do either. But maybe that is a possibility. So I can see the sun is hitting out here pretty well, so it would be more obvious from the road, which I didn't want, but we'll see. Anyway, always learning and figuring it out. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for joining me today. If you like it, well, definitely subscribe anyway, because I've got a lot of other videos. This may or may not be as interesting to you as some of the others, but subscribe, hit the like if you do like it, ring the bell to get noticed when there's new ones coming out, which is pretty much every weekend. And have a great week. Fix things, create things, enjoy the outdoors and God's nature. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.